What's up, YouTube? Hey, so I want to start doing this process where I go back through all of the personal development that I have really gone through in the last handful of years, my whole journey. I've taken notes along the way and I've kept those notes, and I really want to go back through these notes and I just want to break down some of the most important things that I've learned on my journey for you guys. And obviously that's what I'm doing on this channel already, but I have some specific notes here on my phone that I am just going back through, and I want to teach you guys kind of the whole process step by step that taught me, that changed me, that really added value to my life. And so I want to walk you through some of these things. And today I want to talk with you about scheduling the things that you want to get done, because ultimately the things that you schedule are the things that are going to get done in your life. We all have these dreams that we hold on to, that we are desiring and wanting to make happen. And yet, if you don't ever take the time to schedule them into your day, they're never actually going to get done. You're never going to be consistently making progress on them. And I say it time and time and time again that consistency is the key to success. And so you want to schedule things in that you actually want to accomplish. If you don't take time to schedule them, there's no telling when you're ever going to get around to doing them. And so first and foremost, you need to make sure that you're actually working from a schedule, from a list of priorities, making sure that you're writing out your goals, your to-dos, and consistently going to that list and keeping yourself on task. If you're not doing that, that is step one. So I highly encourage you to start writing down your to-dos, writing down your goals so that you know where you're aiming for, what you're headed towards, and then break those down into step-by-steps and into priorities and your to-do list for each day. So you have action steps that you can go to. And when you start to get dazed off and bored and lack of energy, you go back to your list, right? You have a nice leather-bound notebook like I do, and you keep track of your list of things to do. And when the day starts dragging on, you simply go to your list and you say, all right, willpower has to kick in now. What is next on my list of things to do? And you move on to that. So the things that get scheduled are the things that you're actually going to accomplish and finish, right? Earl Nightingale, there's a famous story about him where somebody that he was working with or was working with him took him out to lunch and said, how is it that you accomplish so much consistently? How do you manage your time so well? And he had to laugh at the person and he said, I don't manage time. You can't manage time. I simply write down the things that I need to do in a day and I get them done. I just go through my list until they're accomplished, and I don't stop, and I don't detract from my list, and I don't get delayed, and I don't get sidetracked. I simply write down the things that I need to get done, and I get them done consistently. What a great success principle that is for us. If we want to learn how to manage time, quote unquote, we have to learn how to manage ourselves, and managing ourselves is knowing where we're headed, writing out the things that we want to get done, and then simply doing those things nonstop until we get them done. Brian Tracy says that he will focus on that one most important task that will send him farthest ahead in life, single-mindedly, until he gets it done. And he does that every single day. He calls that eating that frog, which is a great principle that I want you guys to learn as well. Let me just read you this whole excerpt from my notes here, and I want to see what stands out to you. So know that the things that get scheduled are the things that get done. Tell yourself this over and over and over again. Now remember, guys, these were notes that I took for myself as I was learning this stuff, as I was starting to immerse myself in personal development. Every concept that stood out to me, struck me, that I hadn't heard before, or that I needed a refresher on, or that I didn't really ever understand before in my life, but now was making clarity and sense to me, I wrote down, and I wrote these notes to myself. And so as I read this, I'm actually reading it to myself, but I know that it will translate well for you guys. So let me start over. Know that the things that get scheduled are the things that get done. Tell yourself this over and over and over again. The things that you schedule in are the things that you will do. If you really want to see a goal come to life and take shape, schedule in the steps that will get you there. Even if you don't know what the correct route is, you do know the one or two ideas on how you can begin to approach that goal. So put those things in practice and see where they lead you. Each step will take you to the next and the next and the next. And so if you have no idea how to accomplish something that you desire and it's new territory where you've never been, but you do have an idea to try, Simply put that into motion, put it into writing, and then put it into motion. Schedule it in and begin taking the first step, and that will undoubtedly, through trial and error, show you certain things that will work and certain things that won't. And with that new knowledge, you can move forward and take your next step. So it may take you a while to get there and find the golden ticket, but you'll be making progress, and that's the important thing. So schedule steps in your day. The thing that you schedule is the thing that will get done. So I hope that inspires you guys. I hope that leaves you with something to focus on for today. We all have these dreams, these ideas, these wants, and these wishes, and I would challenge you to really formulate your thoughts on them. Write them down. Write out your goals. And then just simply break them down and say, what is the first action step that I can take? And just focus on one thing. If you're new to this whole success, personal development, time management thing, you're not a veteran that's doing incredibly well with it, that's highly productive, highly efficient, highly effective, then don't tackle too much at one time. Just start with one goal. Just the thing that you want most right now, that you want to be working on, that's going to improve your life in a huge way. And say, what is the first step that I can take to actually accomplishing and achieving that? Even if you don't know what the whole route or process will look like, I bet you can think through one step that you can take that will actually move you in that direction. And then what I want you to do is write down what that step is, and then schedule it into your week, whether it's today or tomorrow or the next day or next week, whenever it is, write it into your schedule and just say, I will actually take that step at this day and time. And then when you get to it, when you're going through your list and you get to that place that you're ready to take that step, simply do it. Simply work on it single-mindedly until you've accomplished that step. And I guarantee what'll happen is it'll either pay off and work or it won't. But what you can do with that knowledge is then know the next step to take. Sometimes our visibility is only 30 feet, right? So we take one step, but now we see the 31st foot. We take another step, and now we see the 32nd. So every chance that you move forward, every step that you take forward allows you to see a little bit farther down the path. And I want you to take one step, just get it done, and then reassess and say, what's the next step? Knowing what I know after having accomplished that step, whether it was successful or not, what is the next step that I can take on this journey towards that one goal that I really want to see change my life? So I hope that helps you guys. I'm Kai Block with Limitless North. I hope you're enjoying this channel. I'd love to hear what it is that you're working on. So if you're a veteran to personal development and success, then maybe leave a couple of comments and say, hey, I'm working on this, this, and this, and here's my next step. But if you're new here, just leave a comment on the next goal that you want to accomplish in your life that's going to make a huge difference for you, whether it's finances, whether it's building better relationships, whether it's getting back plugged into church, whether it's just doing better at your job, eating healthier, exercising, getting to the gym, whatever it is. Leave that goal in the comments section and then say, what is